And if you like this reading, as I always say, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment only if you would like to. And I have everything ready. I'm just going to start your reading for lovely Sagittarius people. The first card you have, your past, is the Four of Pentacles. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of stress around money at this time. And yes, you're trying to balance things, maybe moving money around from one area to another area or something like that. There could have been an unexpected expense or something like that, or an amount of money that you're expecting to come in might not have come in, or it might have come in late or something like that, which caused a lot of chaos and a lot of confusion, and it made you had to kind of shuffle things around and fix things up and make sure things were paid over here and this money went into that. It was kind of very, very, very stressful for you at this time. And yes, there could have been technical problems or problems that were out of your control. That might have been a problem in a system, might have been bank problems, something like that. Someone was supposed to pay you, or some money was supposed to come into somewhere and it didn't, or it went into the wrong thing, or something very confusing about this and very, very stressful. I'm seeing you calling people, maybe texting people, things like that, trying to fix problems, being frustrated, being put on hold, all of these kinds of things. There were some dead ends around this. You were trying to fix the problem, then you'd find a dead end, and then you'd try and find another way, and then there was a dead end. It was very, very frustrating. I'm seeing a lot of frustration around this. Look at how uncomfortable this man is. He's very, very uncomfortable. So, you know, you could have done a lot of this kind of trying to sort this out, and yes, I'm seeing that there were some things, there were some avenues that you could have gone down. There were some solutions that were there, but you weren't actually seeing them, because I'm seeing you, probably your frustration might have been stopping you from actually calming down and seeing things from different angles. If you're still going through this frustrating situation, try to just try to take yourself away from this for a while and try to do something kind of really boring for a while. That works. I shouldn't laugh, I know this is really stressful. Try to do something like sweep the floor, or, you know, have a shower. Sometimes ideas can come to you in the shower, or play a game, or do something like that if you have games, or whatever you do. Do something kind of mindless, but it also captures your attention. And then sometimes these ideas come to you. Now, you might think that, oh, I don't have time to play games, I don't have time to sit around doing. But actually, when you're relaxed and when you're doing something kind of mindless like that, doing the dishes, this is when these ideas pop into your head, because you need to relax your mind to allow these ideas to come in. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your past, is the Three of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing waiting. Obviously, this card's about waiting. Yes, this is about this frustrating money situation that you had. There was a time of calling people, communicating, running around trying to fix this problem, and then after that, there was a time of waiting. So this man's looking out to sea in this card. He's watching. There are these three little tiny ships in the distance. You might not be able to see it. They're very, very tiny. He's looking out into the distance. So when I look at these three ships, I'm thinking that there probably was... there were three problems, and each problem relied on the other one. So it might be that you had to fix that before you fixed the other one, and then the other one worked. Or it could be that, you know, you're waiting to hear from this person, and then when they called you back, you'd be able to fix problem B and then go on to problem C. It was something like that. It was these three things, this cycle of these three things that were depending on one another, and you had to kind of solve one before you could solve the other ones. It was something like that. So they're all related. And, you know, these ships are tiny, they're very far away, but you can still see them. So the solution was still there. You just had to find another way to kind of get to this solution. And sometimes this can seem impossible, especially when you're caught up in bureaucracy, you're waiting for people to call you, you have people just saying no for the sake of it, or not wanting to help you, or that kind of annoying thing. But again, you know, you're going to get through this if you haven't already. And again, try to take your mind off this for a while. Do something completely unrelated and, some ideas will come to you. I'm seeing that all over again. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is what happens to me. I kind of get very frustrated. I'm calling people, can you fix this problem for me? And they're like, oh no, da da da, oh, I'll put you on hold. Please press 1, please press 3. And you're sitting there going, oh, I don't want any of these options. I just want to speak to a person, please. And then you speak to a person, they, oh, no, I don't know. And it just goes on and on. It's so frustrating. I understand this totally. But there's probably an idea outside of all of this frustrating system that will help you to get you to where you want to go. So sometimes if I go away, I have a shower or I do something else, or I do something stupid or mindless, or, read something silly, online or something, or watch a video or something, then my mind just kind of starts being activated again. It's relaxed, and then the ideas come in. I know I'm repeating myself, sorry about that. The last card you have, your past, is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, this is this again. Frustration around communication going up and down. A conversation with someone that, it's going around and around in circles. You might be calling someone and they say, no, I can't help you, call this person. And then you call them and then that's a wrong number or something. And then they say, call them. And then they say, go online. And you go online and then they say, oh, there's nothing that can help you. It's just frequently asked questions. All of that, you're kind of going round and round and round in circles. Look at this Two of Pentacles. It's going round and round and round. And you felt like this was going to go on forever. It was so frustrating. Look at this infinity symbol around these 2 coins. You thought this is going to go on forever and ever. And also this card can be about financial ups and downs as well. So yes, this is all going on. I'm also seeing a separate situation where I'm seeing you're probably missing someone. You're missing someone's text messages or someone's messages, and they were missing yours as well. So it was kind of a just disjointed conversation. You were sending them a message, and then it took them a long time. Then they got back to you, and then they were frustrated, thinking, "Oh, this person doesn't want to talk to me." And then you got back to, and it was kind of very, very disjointed, very kind of, I can't think of another word. Disjointed is the only word I can think of. And this person could have been feeling as if you were avoiding them on purpose. You weren't avoiding them on purpose. I'm seeing you had all of this stress to deal with. But that's how they might have been feeling about you. So, and this is a very sensitive person I'm seeing. This is a person who's quite sensitive. I mean, usually someone, if you don't get back to them because you have real life things going on, usually people will sit back and say, oh, well, maybe they're busy or maybe something or other. If they have no reason to feel like you're doing something wrong, then they have no reason to kind of question you. But this person was very, very sensitive. I'm not saying they had a reason to question you, but they were just very sensitive. So you not speaking to them for a while, or not getting their message or something, or not replying to them because you're busy, might have set them off. They might have been thinking, oh, they don't want to talk to me. So that's what I'm seeing now. The first card you have, your present, is the Three of Pentacles. Yes, I'm seeing someone could be stepping in to try and help you with this frustrating situation. I'm seeing someone offering help to you. It might not be the help that you expect, or the kind of help that you actually think that you need or think that you want, or something like that. Don't dismiss this help, because I was seeing that, back in the Three of Wands or wherever that was, there might be some help. There might be a solution that's outside of the normal thing, outside of something that you hadn't thought of before. It might be something completely different. You might have to approach this from a completely different angle. And the kind of help that this person's giving you might be around that, might be something very different. So don't dismiss this. Don't be on one track and think, oh, I have to do this, and then I have to do that, and then I have to do this. No, there might be something completely out of that might help this situation. There might be a different angle. And this person's help's very useful. I'm seeing that. So if this resonates, don't let your frustration lead you to just dismiss what they're saying or dismiss their help. Look into what they're saying. Look into it properly. Look into it very carefully. Think about this very, very carefully. This person cares about you. And think about what they have to say. I'm also seeing that, I'm pausing because I'm seeing that this is a very busy person. I'm just looking at these 3 coins. And quite often when I see this, I see busyness, work, three cogs turning around, and machinery and that kind of thing. This person's a very busy person. They're taking their time out to speak to you, to help you. They don't have a lot of time. It's very precious to them. So they're not going to just say any old thing to you. They're saying something to you that could help you. So please think about what they're saying if this resonates with you. The next card you have, your present, is the Nine of Wands. So yes, this is about retracting, but not completely walking away. This is someone who's kind of they want to come forward. They're a little bit afraid. They're edging backwards. They're just going to sit back and kind of see what happens next before they do anything, before they take any action. This is someone who's a little bit hurt. They're a little bit afraid. They might be afraid about what might happen next. They might not want to be hurt or something like that. I'm seeing this is something to do with love. This is something to do with someone. You have a difficult history with this person, I'm seeing, and you've been through positive and negative times with this person. That's what I'm seeing. This person does want to be with you. This person wants to be with you. I'm seeing that. This could be this person who you were texting in the Two of Pentacles, because I'm seeing this is you can see this is a very sensitive person. This is someone who's very afraid. So I'm seeing that sensitivity in that, and I'm seeing that here as well. So it probably is the same person. So if you want to be with this person, you have to be very, very sensitive toward this person and how they're feeling, because they could have, they could take one tiny thing you do or take one tiny thing you say and see that as a sign that things are going wrong. So if you speak, for example, if you speak to them and you say, "Oh, haha, you're not very good at this," for a joke, they might say, "Oh, this person really doesn't like me and they're trying to hurt me and I'm really upset now." They're very sensitive, so it might be a little thing. You might not mean anything about this or from this, but they might take this as something very serious. So just be very careful around this person. And I'm seeing also that they have a lot of confusion in their mind as well. They don't know whether they want to come forward or back. There's a lot of confusion inside their head. Look at the bandage around this man's head. So there's a lot of confusion inside this person's head. They did want to come toward you, or no, they wanted you. They wanted you to move toward them. They wanted you to move toward them at one stage. That's what I'm seeing. They were waiting for you to come forward. But now they're just very confused altogether. So deep down, they do want to come, they do want to have you, they want you to have them, they want to communicate with you, they want to have a future with you. I'm seeing that, definitely. I am seeing that. But this is deep down inside them, but there's still this fear on top of all of that. That's what I'm seeing. So be very careful around this person. The last card you have for your present is the Chariot. So yes, here we are again. Barriers. This person has a lot of barriers around them. You can see the barriers around the person in this Chariot. A big box. They're in like a great big box. They don't want anyone to come near them. And this doesn't mean this will be around them forever. It doesn't mean that this barrier will be around them forever and ever. It's going to take some time and a lot of patience, a lot of sensitivity for these walls to come down. They will come down eventually. They will come down eventually. I'm seeing that. It might just be one brick at a time, or it might just be it will come down slowly over time, something like that. This might have to come from them. They might have to start to make the first move now, if anything's going to happen, because you're going to have to be very sensitive. This isn't the sort of situation where you're going to be able to rush forward and do anything about this, even though you might want to. With the Chariot, this person has barriers around them, and they're just kind of getting through the confusion in their head. That's what I'm seeing. And they're very sensitive as well. The first card you have for your future is the Eight of Cups. So yes, you might decide to distance yourself from this person for a while. Not completely though. You might not even be saying anything to them about this. I'm not seeing you're saying to them, "Oh, I'm going to keep my distance just to kind of give you some space." I don't think you're going to do that. And I think you're right not to do that, because they might take that as being a negative. They're very sensitive, and they take things the wrong way, or they might do that. So be very careful. Yes, you're not completely moving away from this person either. You might just be stepping back a bit, just stepping back, giving them some space, waiting to see what happens, and just waiting to see when they're going to be ready. Yes, there's an emotional wall in this card too. This is this wall of cups there. So they're putting up this emotional wall there. And I'm seeing that, yes, you'll be back. I'm watching this man, and he's going to go around this mountain, and he's going to come back. And the water is flowing back into the cups as well. This was water under his feet. So he's going to come back to the flow of the water and come back. So you are going to come back to them, that's what I'm seeing. But it's going to take some time. This is a little bit of a difficult, very sensitive situation. The next card you have, your future, is the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, again, I'm seeing you being a bit quiet around this person. You're going to be keeping your feelings to yourself. You do have a lot of feelings for this person, but at this time I'm seeing you're just going to have to be patient. You're just going to sit there quietly, patiently. If you're in a garden, it's very quiet. You might hear some birds. You don't hear very much else. And this Queen is in her own garden. She's a very wealthy woman. So if you're in your own garden, there's no one walking past. There's no one around. It's very peaceful. It's very quiet. So you're just staying quiet. You might want to take action, but you're not going to. You're not going to do that at this time. And I'm seeing that's the right thing to do. So you're just going to concentrate on some of your own things at this time, and you're going to keep an eye out just to see if they're ready or not, or when they're ready, but you're still going to be kind of just focusing on your own things for a while. If you look at this Queen, she's just looking at this coin. She's focusing on it. So that's what you're going to do at this time. The last card you have, your future, is Strength. So yes, again, taming yourself. So even though you want to go forward, you probably want to talk to this person, you want to sort this all out and get it all over and done with, which is what a Sagittarius wants to do. They want to kind of get things going, but you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to calm yourself down, tame yourself, stop yourself from trying to kind of force things. This person has a lot of feeling for you. I think deep down you know that. I think deep down also they know that you care about them, and yes, you probably do love them as well. There's a mutual feeling between you. You do both care for each other, I'm seeing that. But there's a lot of confusion around. They have a very confused mind. They're very sensitive because of this confusion. They might also have a lot of other things going on in their lives, confusing them as well, bringing them down, bringing them problems and that kind of thing. So it's just going to take some patience, some strength, and just some sensitivity at this time. That's what I'm seeing. If you look at this woman in this card, she's taming this lion, but she doesn't do it by she doesn't rope up its mouth and say, right, you're going to do what I say. No, she's being very kind, she's very caring, she's very sensitive, and that's how you're going to have to be around this person for this to work, if this is what you want to happen. So Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone all the time, but again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to, as I always say. And again, thank you so much for watching.